The Supreme Court has set a deadline of March 2015 for the probe into the black money beneficiaries to be completed. This means a lot of work for the Special Investigative Team, the court-appointed SIT that is looking into the black money allegations. Joining me now are two very, very senior voices, Justice M.B. Shah and Justice Arijit Pasayat, who have this difficult job of investigating the black money beneficiaries, and a job that the whole country is looking very eagerly at. Justice Shah, I'd like to start by asking you, sir, do you believe that this deadline that has been set by the Supreme Court for March is realistic for the work that your SIT has to do, sir?
Yes, it is realistic. We would try to do, rather officers would try to do and achieve the object which is sought to be achieved by the Supreme Court.
So you're confident of being able to meet the deadline?
100% confident.
Justice Pasayat, does the SIT need a nodal agency attached to it? Because at the moment, while you have multi-agency representation, you do not have a nodal agency attached.
You see, nodal agency will be necessary for the purpose of coordination. Because for the job that we need specific functionaries to do the investigation, the coordination. For that purpose, I think a nodal agency would be necessary.
Justice Shah, has there been a delay by the government in supplying you this nodal agency?
Not at all. And nodal agency as such, we are having it.
Yes.
All these government departments, they are cooperating.
Yes.
Particularly Secretary concerned and CBDW chairman, they are all throughout, they are supporting.
But in your first report, you did ask for a nodal agency.
Nodal agency in the sense that we are having now. We don't require further nodal agencies. Because whatever we suggest, you call them, they are calling it immediately.
Let me ask both of you, the list that has been passed along by the Supreme Court is exactly the same, according to the Attorney General, as the 627 names already submitted to you. So what is the significance, Justice Shah, of the Supreme Court order?
Significance is, main significance, Supreme Court wanted expedient hearing of the matter by the concerned authorities. And their concerned authority, that means Income Tax Department, which is investigating at present. They are required to expedite it, but expedition also takes time. The reason is they are required to follow the procedure prescribed under the Act. If there is some mistake, slight mistake somewhere, they would challenge it before the courts and obtain the stay order.
Yes.
Whole purpose is frustrated.
Yes. Justice Pasayat, will you also be seeking inputs from the public? Will this SIT be going beyond the 627 names that are on the list?
Yeah, we have. In fact, we are putting out an advertisement inviting people to give us specific data, not any speculation that X. I'll give you an example. Somebody says there is one Mr. M.B. Shah who has a foreign account.
That's not Justice Shah sitting here, of course.
No. I'm saying
it's an interesting example.
No, so there may be one Justice M.B. Shah, but there will be 10 lakh M.B. Shahs in the whole country.
Yes.
So we cannot go around. On the list, we cannot start with my learned brother Justice Shah. So we want specific details to be given. If we have to do it further. Otherwise, what would happen is all sorts of letters would come, all sorts of information will come, and that would add to our burden of work.
So you have to be sure you're correct.
Yeah. So what we are doing, we are putting out an ad saying, giving a specific email ID number and an address, that anybody with specific information, detailed information, concrete information can bring those materials to our notice. We will keep the sender's name confidential.
Yes.
If a name is there. Then we will go forward, ask the agencies to investigate and do further.
But Justice Shah, this 627 names, there is a perception that there might be many more names. There were reports that there were initially 800 names. Will your mandate be going beyond these 627 names?
Initial names, whatever, how many there, we do not know. At present, we are 627. Further, apart from 627, there are other names which we are gathering also, trying to gather it. It would be investigated and report would be exhaustive.
So you will go beyond these 627?
Certainly, no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Justice Shah, there is a perception, I want to ask both of you this, that the small fish are getting caught, the big fish will get away. How do you assure the people of this country listening to both of you that the biggest names will not be spared?
I don't agree with it. Up till now, we both have decided number of cases against the big personalities of the country.
Yes.
We don't bother who is big. We treat them equally with the poorest person of the country.
Justice Pasayat, will you like to add to that?
Before us, nobody is big, nobody is small. Everybody is equal. Whoever has looted this country will be caught and will be punished economically and otherwise also. That we sure that both of us are too well known for doing it,
Yes.
to the discomfort of many people.
Attorney General has requested confidentiality of these names. Does the SIT think this confidentiality is important? Because you have lawyers like Mahesh Jethmalani saying, make the list public.
No, the reason is confidentially that is an international agreement.
Yes.
You cannot violate the agreement. If you violate it, further information would not be given by them, and their confirmation by the other country is necessary. That is a proof that that man is having that account. That proof we would not get it. Unless we get the proof, we cannot convict the person. We cannot abuse the man.
So you will keep the confidentiality?
It has to be kept confidential.
To the extent required in law.
Justice Pasayat, is it true that you are dividing the names into groups, that you have already looked at more than 200 names and you'll be submitting a second report soon?
Nothing of that.
Nothing of that, sir. Okay, sir, last question is only this, sir. You've also been looking at illegal mining. We know you for that. Is it your estimate that many of those companies could also be involved in unaccounted for money?
They are involved as such. They are investigated. And investigation would give result also within few months rather.
Well, the entire country is looking at you, sir. Justice M.B. Shah, Justice Pasayat, thank you so much for talking to us. Those are the senior jurists on the SIT reacting for the first time, promising that the biggest of biggest names will not be spared if they have violated the law.